Paige, welcome back to my channel. So today's video was supposed to be a fun quarantine shopping haul themed video, but every time I tried to get myself to film it, I just couldn't do it. Though I was happy to celebrate my birthday earlier this week, the rest of the week has been very hard. So there was just no way that I could get on here and put a smile on and pretend that everything's okay. As everyone should know, unless you are intentionally living under a rock, and if you are, that's a whole other issue, there have been several back-to-back racism-driven murders in the United States within the last few weeks, with the majority of them being acts of police brutality. And though this is nothing new, and it's something that's been going on way long before I was born, hundreds and hundreds of years, tensions have been especially high within the last week because of just how frequent and blatant these recent acts have been. Like seriously, it's just been one after the other. I feel like every single day I'm posting on my Instagram, rest in peace to someone else, to another black person, as if these beautiful black lives are just disposable. If it was unclear, I am a black American who is currently living abroad in London, in the United Kingdom. And I was really motivated to scrap my other video idea and film this video today because of a DM that I received from one of my followers a few days ago. And this particular DM has just like stuck with me for the entire week. And it said something like, I wish I could be like you and move to another country because being black in America right now is giving me PTSD. And I totally understood where that person was coming from and why they said that. But I have to be honest, seeing that message immediately made me feel sad. Like very sad. Because I wish it were that simple. I wish. I didn't just move to the UK. I didn't just move to another country and instantly become unaffected by what's going on back home in the States. And though I don't currently live in a country where I actively fear for my life every single day, I never feel at peace. So of course I responded to this person's message, but I also reposted it and put it on my story because I just had more to say, something I wanted to say to everyone that was following me, and it's the reason that I wanted to film this video today, to like expand on that even more. But like I said in that post, if any of you already saw it, anytime my mom calls me, my mom rarely calls me first. Like I usually call her around the same time every day. So whenever she calls me first or calls me at an unusual hour or just when I'm not expecting it, my heart immediately drops to the bottom of my stomach. Like I feel hot. My mind starts racing. And it's honestly just like an uncontrollable thing. And it happens every single time. I just immediately start thinking the worst. And I'm like, could she be calling about my brother? Could she be calling about my dad? I hope everything's okay. I live in constant fear. And I think that it is intensified because I am so far away from home. I can't get to my family. I can't get to my loved ones quickly if I wanted to. It would be a whole process, you know, a whole 8-hour flight. And that's probably the most difficult part about being here. My little brother has been pulled over for driving while black plenty of times. I've been in the car during one of those experiences and scared me to death. My brother was working as an engineer in Mississippi for 2 years. He has since relocated to Washington, D.C. As of last year, late last year. But my brother goes for a run every single morning. And he goes for these runs really early, like 5 a.m. I always say he's so crazy for doing that, and I hate that he runs so early, but it's what he does. My brother loves running. So one morning, he went for his run, and he was walking back home. And suddenly he was surrounded by police. Apparently he matched the description of someone who had stolen a car. And I'm sure the description was what? Black, tall, male? Apparently he matched the description. And he tried to explain to the police that he had just got done running. He even offered to show them his Nike running app because it has timestamps on it. It actually shows you the map of the trail that you ran. And it would have definitely just showed them that he wasn't their guy. But they told him to shut up, stop talking. They were very rude to him. Just told him to shut up. And like instinctively, he had called my parents. Well, he FaceTimed my parents while all of this was going down. And my mom still says that it was one of the scariest experiences of her life because she could just hear how upset he was and hear him, you know, trying to reason with them and tell them like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And my brother just gets so passionate. He can get loud. His voice can get loud. My mom just, you know, my mom and dad just kept telling him to calm down, calm down. So they basically just detained him for like 45 minutes before they finally let him go because they couldn't prove that he had done anything wrong because he hadn't. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I don't want to cry. I hate crying on YouTube. So I am really trying my hardest not to get upset, but I adore my little brother. Okay? I adore him. And if anything was to ever happen to him, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. And it sucks that I have to feel this way, but I am afraid. And I think I'm traumatized, overall just exhausted by all of this. Like everyone else, it's tough and it hurts to not feel protected by the people that are supposed to protect you. Hey guys, so I'm currently editing this video and there was just some more that I wanted to add. I can't help but get emotional when I talk about this because I am emotional. I'm angry. When I think of George, Brianna, Ahmaud, and the countless number of other victims out there, I can't help but think these could be my family members. This could be my brother, my dad, my mom. One day I'll have black children and then I'll have to fear for them. And I already know that it's an entirely different type of fear that a black mother must have. I am tired of watching my people be killed and then watching their murderers' racist actions be justified. They were valuable. They were important. They deserve to still be here because their lives mattered. Regardless of where I am in the world, the people that I love the most are in the United States. And though it is really difficult being so far away from home, it has really just been amazing to see how many people here in the UK are invested in what's happening in the States. I mean, obviously before I moved over here, I didn't know much about what was happening here and how much people knew about what was happening in the States. I mean, but thanks to social media, everybody knows what's going on. Everybody can see the injustice, you know, no matter where you are in the world. But the people here are also paying their respects to the victims. They're speaking up against racism in the United States and just overall. And it's just like amazing to see. My flatmate is so invested in what's going on. And I'm just so happy to have her to be able to talk to about the stuff that's going on and about my fears and just how all of this is making me feel as a black American. So it's greatly appreciated. It really is. One of my friends that I made since I've been here actually shared an article with me yesterday, and it's called Dear America, as a Black British woman, your pain is my pain. And I just want to read like a couple sentences from it because it was just so beautifully written and it just meant so much to me personally. So the author says, the same racial injustice that is happening across the pond happens here too. Only it is quieter, said in hushed tones or through very pearly smiles. And another part it goes on to say, watching African American women stand by their men as they fight to keep them alive, fight for justice, and fight for equality. We share what they are feeling because those men could be our brothers, fathers, boyfriends, husbands, or sons. This is affecting all Black people, no matter where you live in the world. We are all feeling this. We want this injustice to stop because we have had enough. That's why things are going down the way they are right now in certain U.S. cities, because we have had enough. So whether you're protesting in the streets or using your voice online, let's make them continue to hear us. Let's make them continue to see us until they understand that Black lives do matter. And non-Black people, if you really, truly want to be an ally, you have to do your part too. And a quote that I really love by Angela Davis says, "In a racist society, it is not enough to be non-racist. We must be anti-racist." I'm going to provide a link to an article in the description box below, just filled with resources and steps that you can take today to help one day put an end to police brutality and this injustice. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Rest in peace to Breonna. Rest in peace to Ahmaud. Rest in peace to all of the victims. I pray that their families may find peace one day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.